Chosen one, hear this now. This message is not for the casual observer or the one content to linger where they have always been. It is for you, the rare, the faithful, the one whose heart has long whispered to the heavens, who has waited, prayed, and persevered through seasons others could not endure. Something has shifted. The air around you hums with purpose. The walls you have been pressing against, the doors you have knocked upon tirelessly, they are no longer the boundaries of your journey. They are the old place, and God is calling you forward. You may have felt a growing unease, an invisible tug in your spirit. The quiet knowing that your current surroundings no longer contain the fullness of your destiny. Perhaps opportunities feel stagnant. Perhaps relationships, routines, or even familiar comforts no longer satisfy your soul. This is not disappointment, it is divine signal. You are being prepared for relocation, for expansion, for elevation. The old place, with all its memories, lessons, and even pain, has nurtured you to a certain level. But now, the season of growth demands a new space, a higher ground, a fresh horizon. Listen carefully, for the next steps will not be subtle. God is moving. He is shifting the unseen gears of your life. Doors will open that no human hand can close. Paths will align that defy ordinary logic. The release from what was once familiar may feel sudden, even unsettling. Yet it is deliberate, sacred, and perfectly timed. What has felt like limitation was only preparation. What seemed like waiting was divine positioning. You are stepping into a place designed for your purpose, a place that reflects your spiritual readiness, and a space where your gifts, your vision, and your calling can flourish without restraint. Hold on to this truth. The relocation is not about leaving behind the old. It is about stepping into the fullness of what has been promised. The old place will remain a part of your story, but it will no longer define you. You are being moved into abundance, clarity, and influence. You are being elevated to match your spiritual stature, your perseverance, and your faith. Stay alert, chosen one. The signs are already appearing. The whispers, the subtle confirmations, the gentle nudges in your heart, they are not coincidence. God is orchestrating your relocation with precision. And in this message, you will discover not only why you are moving, but how to step into this transition with confidence, peace, and readiness. Your new horizon awaits. The old place was never your final destination. And today, God is calling you to rise. The movement you sense is not random. It is intentional. Every shift in your life, every stirring of your heart has been orchestrated by a hand far greater than any circumstance you have faced. This is the work of God Himself, guiding, aligning, and preparing your steps with precision. There is a divine timing at play, a perfect rhythm that has been unfolding silently, yet consistently behind the scenes of your everyday life. Consider for a moment the ways God has already spoken to you, often in ways so subtle you may have overlooked them. The unexpected doors that opened, the encounters that seemed coincidental, the words spoken by friends or even strangers that struck a chord deep within your spirit. These were never random. They were markers, guiding posts along a path meant only for you. Your spiritual senses are awakening to recognize these signs because He is positioning you for the next chapter. This relocation is a sacred invitation, a call to leave behind what has grown familiar but limited and step into what is divinely expansive. The wisdom of God is already in motion, crafting circumstances that will align with your purpose. He sees the fullness of your potential, the impact of your calling, and the influence that can only flourish when you occupy the place He has prepared. The timing of this relocation has been calculated down to the exact moment when your spirit is ready, when your faith has matured, and when your resilience can withstand the challenges that come with growth. You may wonder why these transitions feel so quiet at first. The answer is simple. God works in ways that are unseen until the appointed hour. The invisible scaffolding of your life is being strengthened, ensuring that when the change becomes visible, you are ready to walk forward with confidence, clarity, and assurance. The old patterns, the old limitations, the old fears, they are being dismantled quietly, yet decisively, in preparation for the unveiling of the new. Do not mistake patience for inactivity. Every season of waiting, every pause, every period of uncertainty has been necessary to cultivate your spiritual maturity. The divine authority behind this relocation does not operate hastily. It operates with precision, wisdom, and perfect knowledge of your readiness. You are not being pushed prematurely nor left behind. You are being positioned exactly where you are meant to be, at exactly the right moment, for the exact purpose that only you can fulfill. As you absorb this truth, open your heart to the certainty that this movement is sacred. The voice guiding this transition is not one of fear, doubt, or human limitation. It is the voice of God Himself. He is the source of your direction, the architect of your path, and the anchor that will hold you steady as the old place fades from your grasp and the new place rises before you. Prepare your mind, your spirit, and your heart. He is relocating you, not just physically, but spiritually, emotionally, and purposefully. What you are about to enter is an environment attuned to your gifts, aligned with your destiny, and infused with the presence of God. Now see it in your mind's eye. The old place, the walls, the boundaries, the limitations begin to fall away. They crumble not with violence, but with divine grace, as if touched by a hand of light that dissolves every obstacle that no longer serves your purpose. You may feel a subtle shaking beneath your feet, a gentle rumble of transformation that signals a threshold is near. This is the prophecy being fulfilled. The relocation that has been whispered in your spirit for seasons is now materializing. Picture a door before you, radiant with light, unlike any you have ever seen. Its frame is adorned with shimmering energy, pulsating with promise, and the air around it hums with divine anticipation. You instinctively know that this door was made for you alone, that no one else can enter this space on your behalf. The threshold represents the culmination of all your endurance prayers and steadfast faith. Every tear you've shed, every season of waiting, every sacrifice, it has been leading you to this moment. The unseen hand of God has been preparing this door for your arrival, ensuring that when you step forward, you do so fully equipped for the life that awaits. Behind this door lies abundance, unlike any you have known. Clarity of purpose that dispels confusion and alignment with people, places, and opportunities that were always meant to intersect with your destiny. It is a place of expansion where your influence stretches beyond what you previously imagined, and your spirit resonates with freedom, creativity, and impact. Yet the unveiling is more than external. It is profoundly internal. You are not merely moving to a new location or position. You are evolving into the version of yourself that was always intended to occupy this space. Your mindset, your resilience, and your spiritual acuity are all being elevated in harmony with the physical relocation. This new place will challenge you in ways that feel unfamiliar, yet it will also exhilarate you. It will demand courage, faith, and decisiveness, but the rewards are equally monumental. Doors that were once closed will open with ease. Paths that seemed tangled or blocked will align naturally. People who are meant to support, guide, and uplift you will appear almost as if they were drawn by the very energy of your calling. Even opportunities that once felt out of reach will now be within grasp because God's relocation is comprehensive. It touches every facet of your life. But be aware this prophecy is not passive. It requires movement, awareness, and receptivity. The moment of transition is precise. Step too early, and you may miss elements that are aligned for your season. Step too late, and opportunities may pass into the hands of others. This is why discernment and spiritual attentiveness are critical now. God is orchestrating the timing of every encounter, every opportunity and every circumstance to synchronize perfectly with your readiness. Feel the stirring in your spirit, the excitement mixed with reverence. That is the sign that the prophecy is active, that the unseen gears of destiny are turning, and that what was once distant is now imminent. You are standing at the intersection of preparation and fulfillment, of faith and action, of the old and the new. The old place has served its purpose, but the promise ahead is greater than anything you could have imagined. This is your divine relocation. This is your prophetic moment. The shift is happening now in ways both visible and unseen, and God is inviting you to step boldly with trust into the fullness of your destiny. The path is lit, the door is open, and your journey into this new space will be marked by grace, favor, and the unmistakable presence of the divine. Every transition in your life carries a deeper spiritual significance, and this relocation is no exception. The old place you've outgrown was never intended to be permanent. It was a classroom, a refining chamber, a crucible in which your faith, patience, and resilience were tempered. Every challenge, every delayed promise, every uncomfortable season was a divine lesson in preparation. The walls that once constrained you were not prisons. They were boundaries designed to focus, protect, and prepare you for something far greater. Think of this in terms of light. The old place, familiar and comfortable, allowed only partial illumination. You could see enough to navigate, but not enough to fully comprehend the vastness of your destiny. Now God is opening doors to a space bathed in full light, clarity, revelation, and understanding that will expand every corner of your life. The light will reveal what was hidden, illuminate opportunities, and highlight the people and circumstances aligned with your purpose. You are being moved from shadow into radiance, from limitation into abundance. Consider the storms you have endured. The trials, the heartbreaks, the seasons of uncertainty were not punishments, they were instruments of growth. Storms purify, shape, and strengthen. Just as steel is tempered in fire, your spirit has been refined in the pressures of life. Each storm has cultivated wisdom, endurance, and discernment, equipping you to inhabit a new space that demands strength, clarity, and integrity. The relocation is not just about physical or external change, it is a spiritual elevation. The turbulence of the past becomes the foundation of your readiness for the future. Seasons are another lens through which to understand this transition. Every season serves a divine purpose. Some teach patience, others courage. Some cultivate gratitude, others humility. You have been in a season of preparation, one that required unseen work and silent faith. Now a new season is dawning, one of visibility, action, and manifestation. Your spiritual journey mirrors the natural world. Trees grow roots deep in winter so they can bear fruit in spring. Your growth in the old place has rooted you firmly for the harvest that awaits in the new place. Doors are central metaphors here. The old doors you once opened represent experiences and lessons. Yet the new doors signify divine opportunity. They are thresholds between who you were and who you are becoming. Some may appear intimidating, unfamiliar, or even overwhelming. But know this, they are custom designed for you. No one else can walk through them on your behalf. These doors are lined with God's promises, guided by His timing and guarded by His wisdom. Passing through them signifies both readiness and obedience. And with each step, your faith deepens as the new life before you becomes tangible. Faith is the cornerstone of this relocation. It is the invisible bridge that allows you to step confidently from the familiar into the unknown. Your faith validates the unseen work of God, acknowledging that even when circumstances seem uncertain, His plan is perfect. This is why you have been called to trust, to rely not on what you can see, but on the divine orchestration happening in every corner of your life. Your trust is the vessel through which the blessings, clarity, and alignment of this move will flow. Transformation is another layer of meaning. This relocation is not merely a change of scenery, it is a rebirth. Spiritually, emotionally, and even relationally, you are being remade into the fullness of your potential. The old patterns, fears, and limitations will fall away, replaced by renewed purpose, strength, and perspective. The shift is both external and internal. The space you enter mirrors the evolution of your spirit. The divine hand, guiding this process, ensures that every aspect of your life, mind, heart, soul, is aligned with the calling awaiting you. Finally, divine timing underpins every detail. Nothing is premature, nothing is delayed without purpose. Every sign, every nudge, every change in your circumstances is perfectly timed by God. The universe itself bends around the precision of His will. The relocation is not only a reward, it is an act of divine orchestration, synchronizing your readiness, spiritual maturity, and destiny in one seamless movement. Recognize it, embrace it, and allow the spiritual depth of this moment to transform how you perceive both the past and the future. This is the sacred meaning behind the prophecy growth has prepared you. Storms have refined you, light has awakened you. Doors are opening for you, and divine timing guides every step. You are not simply moving, you are ascending spiritually, emotionally, and purposefully. The relocation is a spiritual unveiling, revealing both the world God has prepared for you and the fullness of who you have been called to become. As the divine relocation unfolds, the universe begins to send unmistakable signs, subtle yet powerful, confirming that you are on the right path. These signals are not always loud or dramatic. Often they appear quietly woven into the fabric of your daily life. Yet for those attuned to God's guidance, they are unmistakable, affirming that the shift is not only real, but imminent. First, you may notice a deep sense of restlessness, a feeling that the old rhythms no longer satisfy your spirit. This unease is not discomfort, it is a sacred nudge. Your heart and soul are being stirred, awakening to the truth that the space you occupy is no longer your final home. It is a signal that you are ready for elevation, that your spirit is longing for the environment prepared specifically for your growth and purpose. Second, doors begin to open in unexpected ways. Opportunities appear that were once impossible or out of reach. Encounters with people, projects, or pathways seem divinely orchestrated. These openings are confirmation that the timing is precise, and the relocation is aligning perfectly with God's plan. Notice them, embrace them, and step through with discernment and faith. Third, there may be moments of clarity or sudden insight, visions, dreams, or revelations that illuminate the next steps of your journey. These are divine confirmations, whispering guidance, and offering assurance that your path is aligned with God's will. Pay attention to these moments. They are the language of your spiritual awakening, reminding you that the move is purposeful and guided. Fourth, unexpected provision may begin to manifest. Resources, support, or blessings arrive in ways that defy logic. Finances, relationships, or even creative inspiration flow with ease at precisely the right time. These manifestations are not coincidences. They are tangible proof that God is orchestrating your relocation with both care and abundance. Fifth, you may experience a growing sense of peace even amid uncertainty. The fear of leaving the familiar or stepping into the unknown may linger, but there is a quiet reassurance in your heart, a knowing that God's hand is guiding every step. This peace is a sacred marker that the relocation is divinely timed and spiritually safe. Finally, synchronicities and repeated signs begin to surface. Numbers, words, or encounters that carry meaning seem to follow a pattern. Repeated confirmations in your environment, conversations, or internal nudges act as spiritual signposts, signaling alignment with your destiny. These are the subtle ways the universe whispers, "You are on the right path." Proceed with faith. Recognize these signs as personal yet universal. They are the markers of God's orchestration, gently guiding you toward the new place, prepared for your purpose. Trust that each one is intentional, each one affirming that your relocation is not just necessary. It is imminent, sacred, and perfectly timed. Even as the doors of relocation open, there will be unseen challenges that test your faith, patience, and perseverance. These obstacles are not meant to discourage you. They are designed to refine you, to strengthen your spirit, and to ensure that when you step into your new place, you do so fully equipped for the responsibilities and opportunities it brings. Understanding these hidden challenges will help you navigate them with clarity and confidence. First, there may be resistance from within. Doubts, fears, and old patterns may rise unexpectedly, whispering that you are not ready, that the move is too risky, or that you might fail. These internal struggles are natural. They surface because growth requires leaving the familiar. The mind clings to comfort, even when the soul longs for expansion. Recognize these thoughts for what they are: tests of courage, trust, and alignment with God's guidance. Second, external circumstances may create temporary delays or obstacles. People may resist your change, opportunities may appear blocked, or situations may challenge your patience. These are not punishments, they are part of the divine orchestration designed to stretch your resilience and faith. Each challenge is a measure of how committed you are to stepping into your new destiny. Third, emotional turbulence may accompany the transition. Nostalgia for the old place, sadness for what is being left behind, and uncertainty about the unknown are natural. These emotions are a sign that your heart has been deeply invested in your past seasons. Honor your feelings, but do not allow them to anchor you in the old place. They are part of the process, teaching you to let go while embracing trust in divine timing. Fourth, there may be spiritual tests designed to affirm your readiness. Opportunities to compromise your integrity, shortcuts that appear enticing, or distractions that divert your focus may arise. God allows these trials not to punish you, but to ensure that your spirit is grounded, your faith is unwavering, and your purpose remains intact. Endure these moments with vigilance and prayer, knowing that each test strengthens the foundation for your new chapter. Finally, patience will be one of the most critical challenges. Even when signs are visible and confirmations are abundant, the pace of change may feel slow. Trust that every delay is purposeful, divine timing is precise, and rushing the process may obscure blessings or hinder full alignment. Patience cultivates humility, discernment, and spiritual maturity qualities essential for thriving in your new place. Remember, these hidden challenges are not obstacles meant to stop you. They are instruments of preparation. Each struggle, each test, each moment of uncertainty is shaping you into the person capable of embracing the fullness of the relocation God has prepared. Stand firm, remain faithful, and recognize that the difficulties of today are the stepping stones to the triumphs of tomorrow. As the door of relocation stands before you, the question is not simply if you will step through, but how you will prepare to enter this new space with readiness, clarity, and faith. God's instructions for this transition are not burdensome. They are empowering, designed to align your spirit, your heart, and your mind with the sacred purpose awaiting you. Each step you take is a conscious act of cooperation with the divine orchestration surrounding your life. First, cultivate clarity in your heart and mind. Take time each day to quiet the noise of the world and listen deeply to the whispers of God. Prayer, meditation, or reflective journaling are powerful tools for receiving divine guidance. Ask yourself, what am I holding on to that no longer serves me? Which fears are rooted in the old place rather than in truth? Clarity comes when you distinguish between comfort and calling, between what is familiar and what is divinely appointed. Your readiness begins with seeing the path ahead with spiritual eyes, not merely with human perception. Second, embrace discernment in every decision. The old place may tempt you with familiar habits, attachments, or shortcuts. In the new space, only alignment with your purpose will sustain you. Ask God for discernment to recognize opportunities that are divinely orchestrated and to reject those that may distract, delay, or derail your progress. This is not about restriction, it is about prioritizing what matters, aligning every choice with the sacred design of your relocation. Third, strengthen your faith through action. Faith is not passive. It is active, visible, and tangible. Begin to step toward the new space even before every detail is revealed. Small acts of courage, obedience, and preparation signal to your spirit that you are ready to receive what God has prepared. Speak words of affirmation over your life. Declare your readiness to step into the new place and align your actions with your vision. Each move, each choice, each intentional step builds momentum toward your destiny. Fourth, release. What belongs to the old place? Let go of relationships, routines, or mindsets that no longer reflect the path of your higher calling. This is not abandonment, it is liberation. By releasing what was, you create space for the new. Recognize that attachment to the familiar can slow your progress, and understand that true obedience often requires courageous separation from what was once comfortable. Trust that what God removes from your life is replaced by something greater, specifically designed for your growth. Fifth, cultivate gratitude and praise for the journey thus far. Acknowledge the lessons learned, the storms weathered, and the moments of perseverance that brought you to this threshold. Gratitude opens the heart, allowing divine favor to flow freely. Praise, even in the midst of uncertainty, positions your spirit in alignment with abundance, peace, and receptivity. The act of giving thanks transforms waiting into preparation, fear into trust, and hesitation into courage. Sixth, remain spiritually vigilant. Challenges will appear even as opportunities arise. Guard your mind against doubt, your heart against discouragement, and your actions against distraction. Daily affirmations, scripture, or spiritual reflection fortify your spirit, making it resilient against the subtle tests that accompany growth. Your vigilance is not about fear, it is about maintaining alignment with the divine rhythm guiding your relocation. Finally, step forward in faith with urgency. The opportunity to enter your new place will not linger indefinitely. God's timing is precise, and readiness requires both awareness and action. Move with confidence, carrying the lessons of the old place. The strength forged through trials and the clarity of purpose cultivated through patience. Each step is sacred. Each decision carries eternal significance. Take these instructions not as commands, but as empowerment. They are the keys to unlocking the fullness of your relocation, to entering the space prepared exclusively for your gifts, calling, and destiny. Follow them diligently, for God's hand is guiding every step, and your obedience ensures that the transition will be seamless, purposeful, and overflowing with favor. As you prepare to step into the new place, know this: you are surrounded by divine protection. God's hand covers every step you take, shielding you from harm, guiding your path, and guarding your spirit from discouragement, fear, or distraction. The move ahead is sacred, and He is ensuring that nothing outside His will can hinder your progress. Picture a luminous shield of light encircling you, radiating warmth, peace, and security. This light is impenetrable to doubt, resistant to negativity, and impervious to the obstacles of the world. It flows from the heart of God, pulsating with His power and presence. You may not see it with your eyes, but your spirit feels it as peace, confidence, and unwavering assurance. This protection is constant, extending to every corner of your life, physical, emotional, and spiritual. Angelic forces accompany you in ways unseen. They whisper guidance, intervene in moments of potential harm, and align circumstances to ensure your smooth passage into the new space. You are not walking alone. The angels, messengers of God, walk beside you, clearing paths, redirecting energy, and ensuring that divine favor manifests in your life. Every step you take is attended, every decision supported, every movement guided by a power greater than circumstance. Even when challenges arise, this protection remains. Obstacles may appear as tests, but they are cushioned by God's watchful care. You are surrounded by an invisible fortress where nothing can derail the purpose He has planted within you. Fear may attempt to whisper, uncertainty may knock at the door, but your spiritual armor, faith, discernment, prayer, and trust renders these intrusions powerless. Feel the reassurance that comes from knowing your relocation is divinely sanctioned. The shift is not accidental, the timing is perfect, and your journey is safeguarded. You are moving within God's plan, and His oversight ensures that every step, every encounter, and every opportunity aligns with your destiny. Even when the path seems uncertain, trust that His protection is absolute and that the outcome has been designed with precision for your highest good. Take comfort in this truth. You are held guided and watched over. Every fear is countered with reassurance, every doubt replaced by clarity, every hesitation softened by divine confidence. Your journey into the new place is not only protected, it is blessed. You are free to move forward with peace, knowing that the unseen forces of heaven are ensuring your success. Stand firm in this assurance. Let it quiet your mind, strengthen your spirit, and embolden your heart. The relocation is not just a physical transition, it is a spiritual triumph. You are protected, guided, and supported every step of the way. In this sacred space of divine protection, your faith can flourish, your courage can grow, and your destiny can unfold exactly as God has intended. As you cross the threshold into this new space, you will begin to sense a profound transformation. It is not merely external, though your surroundings will reflect the elevation of your purpose. It is an inner metamorphosis, a deep alignment of spirit, mind, and heart, with the destiny that has always awaited you. The person who steps forward is not the same as the one who waited patiently in the old place. You have been refined, strengthened, and prepared to embrace this fullness with gratitude and grace. Feel the liberation as old burdens lift. The weight of limitation, doubt, and uncertainty dissolves in the light of divine presence. You are unbound, free to explore the expanse of your gifts, your vision, and your calling without restriction. The energy around you vibrates with possibility, and every step forward resonates with purpose. This is the culmination of every prayer, every season of patience, and every act of faith. It is the reward of endurance and obedience, the manifestation of a divine plan that has been unfolding quietly, yet powerfully behind the scenes. Your relationships, once constrained by circumstance, now reflect alignment and support. Those who walk with you in this space are drawn by shared vision, mutual respect, and divine orchestration. Collaboration and connection flow naturally, reinforcing your influence and expanding your capacity to impact the world around you. This is a space where your contributions matter, where your insights are valued, and where your spiritual authority is recognized. The transformation is both personal and communal, enhancing not only your life, but the lives of those you touch. Emotionally, a sense of peace and fulfillment settles within you. The anxiety that once accompanied uncertainty is replaced by confidence, clarity, and joy. The relocation validates your faith, confirming that the waiting, the tests, and the preparation were all necessary components of growth. You experience a profound satisfaction in knowing that you have stepped into the life that was designed for you, and that every lesson of the past has been a stepping stone to this moment. Spiritually, your senses are heightened. You are more attuned to divine guidance, more receptive to insight, and more capable of discerning the path ahead. Your intuition aligns with purpose, and your spirit resonates with the frequency of your calling. Every decision, every action, every opportunity becomes an extension of the alignment you have achieved through obedience and faith. You are no longer merely moving through life. You are moving within the flow of God's perfect orchestration, co-creating with the divine energy that surrounds you. The fulfillment you experience is also forward-looking. The new place is not a destination, but a launching point for even greater expansion. You now possess the spiritual tools, emotional resilience, and divine alignment to embrace opportunities that were once beyond reach. The blessings are tangible. The impact is visible, and the sense of purpose is undeniable. You have stepped into the fullness of your identity, and your journey reflects both completion and potential, the merging of what has been cultivated with what is yet to unfold. Let this transformation settle into every fiber of your being. Feel the empowerment, the clarity, and the divine alignment as a permanent shift. You are no longer confined by the past. You are elevated, equipped, and fully prepared for the life purpose and destiny that God has prepared for you. Every step forward is a celebration of the journey, a testament to faith, and a reflection of the extraordinary fulfillment awaiting you in this sacred relocation. As you stand in this moment of transition, take a deep breath and anchor yourself in truth. The journey has been sacred, the relocation divinely orchestrated, and the transformation complete. To help solidify this reality in your heart and spirit, repeat these affirmations aloud or silently, allowing them to resonate deep within you. Affirmation 1. I am ready and worthy of the new place God has prepared for me. Let these words remind you that every preparation, every lesson, and every act of faith has positioned you for this sacred shift. You are fully equipped for the journey ahead. Affirmation 2. I step forward in confidence, trust, and divine alignment. Allow this affirmation to anchor your actions in faith. Every step you take is guided by divine wisdom, every decision illuminated by clarity, and every movement protected by God's hand. Affirmation 3. I release the old with gratitude and embrace the new with joy. This affirmation transforms your heart, enabling you to let go of what has been, while opening yourself fully to the abundance, clarity, and opportunities awaiting you. Affirmation 4. I am divinely guided, spiritually fortified, and surrounded by favor. Speak this over yourself to reinforce your protection, your alignment with purpose, and the certainty that God's presence accompanies you in every step of this relocation. Now hear this blessing as a seal upon your journey. May the hand of God continue to guide you, opening doors that were once closed and illuminating paths that were once hidden. May your spirit rise in strength, your heart overflow with peace, and your mind be filled with clarity as you embrace the fullness of your destiny. May favor accompany every decision, provision flow where it is needed, and joy saturate every moment of your journey. You are being elevated into a space perfectly aligned with your calling, and nothing can hinder the plan God has crafted specifically for you. Walk forward with boldness and gratitude, knowing that the relocation is not simply a movement from one place to another. It is a sacred transformation, a divine unveiling, and a powerful alignment with purpose. The old place has prepared you. The new place reveals you. Step fully into it, and let your life reflect the brilliance of the God who moves before you, beside you, and within you. Receive this promise with faith, act with courage, and live in peace. Your season of relocation has arrived. Your destiny is unfolding, and the divine presence that has guided you through every season will continue to illuminate your path now and forevermore.